This lesson is race notes for short answer response. On your notes, please fill in the blanks as we go along. R equals restate. This means to reword or restate the question or prompt and turn it into a statement. Now, you don't have to write this word for word, but you can summarize it using keywords such as reword or restate the question and turn it into a statement. The next one is A for answer. You need to answer all parts of the question or the prompt. C is for cite. This is where you tell where you found examples and details in the text, and these are really good sentence starters. In paragraph 2, it says, the text states, the author says. You're not limited just to these. These are just examples. You could also say, in the article, it states, or other things, just like that. E means explain. You need to explain what your evidence means and add your thoughts. Here are some other sentence starters. For example, this shows, this means, I believe. Okay, we're going to do a practice. Let's read this paragraph together. Having a dog in your home can serve many purposes, but living with a poorly trained dog is not worth the mess. These mangy mutts will go potty inside of your home. This can stain your floors and make your house smell bad. In order to prevent this, you have to teach your dog to go potty outside. This may require you to go on a lot more walks with your dog. You may have to sit outside for long periods of time while you are waiting for your dog to use it, but it will be worth it not to have a bunch of dog mess all over your house. So if you love your dog but hate cleaning dog dew off the rug, teach your dog the right way to go. So what type of text structure is this? Here's this paragraph. Can you figure that out? Problem and solution. So now the next question I have for you is, which sentence states the problem? Make a guess. Did you guess this sentence? Please highlight, these mangy mutts will go potty inside of your home, and also identify this as the problem. Now, which sentences state the solution? Can you make a guess? All right, highlight these sentences. Teach your dog to go potty outside. There's one solution. This may require you to go on a lot more walks with your dog. That's another solution. You may have to sit outside for long periods of time while you are waiting for your dog to use it. That's a third solution. So we have 3 solutions to stop your dogs from going potty inside your house. Please identify these sentences as solutions. Now we're going to practice. So on the back side of your notes, you have this question. Will training your dog be worth the trouble? Remember, as restate means to reword it so it is not a question anymore, that it is a statement. And an easy way to do this is just to move one word in this sentence. But go ahead and write your sentence down of rewording this statement. Will training your dog be worth the trouble? And let's see if you're anywhere close to what I came up with. Training your dog will be worth the trouble. Do you see how I took the word will and I moved it in the sentence to create a sentence? You're still addressing the issue. The question is, will training your dog be worth the trouble? Training your dog will be worth the trouble. Now, we want to answer the following question. How do you prevent messes when you have a dog? You can prevent messes when you have a dog by, now, I've already done the restatement for you. Now I'm asking you to answer the question according to the text, according to the paragraph you have on your notes. How do you prevent messes when you have a dog? You can prevent messes when you have a dog by, now I want you to write how you do that on your sentence. So what you could do is you can write down one of the solutions from the text. You can prevent messes when you have a dog by training your dog to go potty outside. That would answer the question. Okay, the next one we're going to practice is cite. Cite evidence to support the answer. Why should you train your dog? Well, now I'm restating and answering for you. You should train your dog because it will prevent messes. Now, I want you to use a sentence starter that you wrote down from your notes. So go back and look at cite, and you wrote down several sentence starters. I want you to start your sentence with one of those sentence starters. Okay, like the article states, or the author says, something like that, and then say directly what it says in the article. To train your dog, you will need to, and then you use one of those sentence starters, and then use evidence from the text. Now remember, if you are writing exactly word for word from the text, you must put quotation marks around your writing. Otherwise, you are committing plagiarism, where you are stealing somebody else's words and claiming them as your own. And that is a big no-no. So you either summarize the words in your own words, or you write it exactly how it is in the article and put quotation marks around it. The last one we're going to do is explain. So this is where you use a sentence starter like this means, that training your dog, okay? And you find the results in the article and explain why it's important. So if you go back to your article, the last two sentences in your article actually talk about why it's beneficial to train your dog to go potty outside. So if you go back to those last two sentences, this is how you can write your final sentence. This means that training your dog will help keep your rugs clean and you won't have messes all over your house. All right, so this was a very quick lesson on how to do RACE, responses to questions or prompts. Now I'm going to remind you that anytime you have a question, you never start your first sentence answering yes, no, or I. You never do that. For example, if a prompt was, do you believe that hats should be allowed to be worn in school? Well, your immediate thought might be yes, but that's not how you start your sentence. Remember, you have to restate your sentence. So if the question is, do you believe hats should be allowed to be worn in school? You would start your sentence, hats should be allowed to be worn in school because, and then blah, blah, blah. You restate the question. You don't say yes, no, or I in that restatement. Please remember that. That's very, very key. Okay. I hope this helped you understand RACE a little bit better, and you'll be practicing this all during the week of October 5th. And I hope this helps you a lot. Thank you.